Hello again. This again is Mr. Mayor's Book Chats, and here I am to talk to you about a few more of the Bluestem books. And the first one is called The Bad Guys. And if you want a funny book, check this one out. This has got full of pictures and kind of drawn, kind of like a comic book, graphic novel. So this is about Mr. Wolf, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Snake, and Mr. Shark. And they sound like bad guys, and they kind of look like bad guys, and frankly, they even smell like bad guys. But they don't want to be bad guys. They want to change what you think about them. So they have this master plan to free up all 200 dogs out of the maximum security city dog pound. Will Operation Dog Pound go smoothly? Will the bad guys become the good guys? You're going to have to read to find out. The next four books I'm going to talk to you are all nonfiction. That means they are true stories. And all four of these are really, I learned a lot from these stories. The first one is called Beauty and the Beak. And it's about an eagle named Beauty. And Beauty is a wild bald eagle. And the eagle is the symbol of America. And it's illegal to shoot them. But Beauty was shot. But it was rescued. And when it was shot, though, the bullet took off the beak of Beauty. So once it was rescued, they took it to the veterinarian and they used a 3D printer to make a prosthetic beak. And this story tells the story of Beauty in kind of recuperating and what it took to make her a new beak. It's a pretty incredible story. So if you like animal stories, check that one out. The next one is called Between the Lines. And this is about a man named Ernie Barnes. And Ernie always loved to draw. And he never left his house without his sketchbook. And he was always drawing just things that he saw around him. But Ernie was very big in high school and in college. And he was recruited to play college football. But he was good at football, but he loved to draw. So he decided that he was going to draw scenes from football. And he became a very famous and well-known artist for drawing scenes from football games. And this tells the story of him. And again, it's another picture book, so it won't take you too long, but you'll learn quite a bit about the man named Ernie Barnes. The next book is called Dazzle Ships. And this takes place during World War II. And Great Britain, who was involved in World War II, they were going hungry because the United States was trying to help out Great Britain by sending them food and by sending them supplies. But Germany was sinking their boats, and the food and supplies were not getting to Great Britain. So a few people from Great Britain had an idea that they were going to paint the sides of the ships to try to trick Germany so that they wouldn't know what way the ships were going. And it worked. It's an incredible story of how they used art to try to camouflage these ships so Germany couldn't sink their boats anymore. And the last book is called Grace Hopper, Queen of Computer Code. So this tells us a true story of Grace Hopper, who was always interested in science. Even as a really young girl, she would take clocks from her family and take them apart and put them together. And in high school, she actually graduated 2 years early because she did so well in school. And so she went off to school, and during World War II, she wanted to help. She knew that she couldn't go fight on the front lines, but she was smart enough to help, and she started working on some of the computers. And she actually found a moth in one of the computers. And that's how, when you hear about a bug in a computer, that's where it comes from. But this tells a story of this courageous woman, because it wasn't very, a lot of women weren't involved in computers and in helping out with the war, but Grace Hopper was one. And this tells the incredible true story of this woman pioneer. It's another picture book. So all of these are available in your library, and they're all Bluestem books. Happy reading.